Hey, we've made it to episode 4 of Epic Social Selling, and this episode is all about video and Facebook Live. I know that for so many of you, this is a stumbling block and it's super awkward because you don't want to be on video. I mean, I get it. I'm 54, I've lived a super busy life, and it's not my best day when I have to be on video. But it's so powerful and it's so important, and I'm going to tell you why. A few years ago, Facebook decided they were going to overtake YouTube in video views. And they did this in a couple of different ways, and there's probably a lot more ways, but I'm going to give you 2 of them. The first one was, when the video started pulling through your news feed, it started pre-rolling. It was rolling as soon as it pulled through there. Now, you didn't have any audio, but you were watching that video if you slowed down long enough. They literally counted any 3-second view as a video view. The second thing that they did was that they started promoting and pushing out the reach on any videos that you posted. So if you were a business and you wanted your post to get more reach, you would post a video, because at the time it fit in with Mr. Zuckerberg's agenda, which was to bypass YouTube in video views, right? Okay, so every time you posted a video, because he wanted to take over the world in video views, he would push it out to way more people than just your post, your image post or your text post would go out to. So it didn't take very long for him to bypass YouTube in video views. So in 2014, Facebook had 12.3 billion daily video views. I mean, that's a lot. That's daily. They beat YouTube by 1 billion video views per day. So I think it didn't take them long to reach their goal with the tactics that they implemented. So that's what was happening in 2014. Let's see what's going on today. 2018, daily video views on YouTube are around 5 billion. What do you think Facebook's averaging right now? 8 billion daily video views. It's pretty huge. So when I tell you that Facebook video is huge, please believe me, because it just really is. Please understand that it's really a pay-to-play platform on both sides. They're both vying for a piece of the land grab. Facebook wants their money, Google/YouTube want their part of the money. So it's in their best interest to promote their videos out to as big an audience as they can so that they can start charging advertisers for more of that space, right? The other reason that you're going to want to start doing video, other than the fact that Robin showed you all the numbers and told you to, is that it's going to help you convey your personality and get you back into that circle of trust where we want you to stay. That's why you watch videos, is because it helps you to understand somebody else's point of view, right? Right. There are some wonderful video editing apps out there and tools that you can use. I'm an Apple girl, so I'm super fond of iMovie. It's easy for me. I don't have to learn a bunch of tricks. And it's also compatible with my iPhone and my Mac. But if you're an Android user, there's some great tools out there too. I have a whole list of those in today's download, and you can use whichever one. They're not expensive. Use whichever one you want to. Pick the one that is the most user-friendly for you. One of the first videos you're going to want to tackle whenever you start video is going to be one probably where you don't have your face on camera. So a walk around video is a great entry video for you to start. It's just you talking about the video, and I'm going to show you step by step how I shoot one. Because as I've been preaching this entire course, planning is imperative. So you're going to plan your videos just like you're planning your posts. So when you're shooting your walk around video, you're probably just going to want to start at one of the front corners and work your way down the back of the car. You could be talking about the features as you're going, as you're just videoing this vehicle. Talk about what size wheels it comes with, fuel economy if you want to. Come back, circle back around again to the front, and then you can stop, and that will be your first shot. The second shot you're going to want to take is going to be from the back seat of the vehicle. This gives you enough space to be able to video the control panel, all of the technology that it has in the car, whether they have a leather-wrapped steering wheel or wood grain on the dash. You'll be able to catch all of that from back here, whereas if you were sitting in the front seat, you would be really too close to capture any of that. So in your calendar, I'm going to ask you to start planning your videos, and that will help you for a couple reasons. One, is going to start making your brain start thinking about the shots that you want to take, the people you want to talk to, and what kind of time frame you're going to need to get these completed. So a list of some of the things you'll want to start thinking about and planning is who you're going to interview in your videos. Do you need a vehicle cleaned for your walk around video? Are you going to be shooting indoors or out, depending on what the weather is? And as you plan what your video is going to be about, these things will start falling into place for you. So I want you to be really specific in your calendar about what you're going to shoot. And if you use a planner of any sort, I would want you to pop in the date that you want to shoot and the date that you're going to do any editing if it's needed. That way it's already time blocked for you and it doesn't just slip away from you. I'm going to tell you that if you don't plan your videos, then it's going to get to video day and you're just going to be like, I don't know what I'm going to shoot. So use this list that I give you and start planning what you're going to shoot, whether it's a service video and you're talking about when it's appropriate to rotate your tires, because you want to know how many people don't know that? Like, I didn't know it till a couple of years ago, or a couple of months. Not quite sure which. Or if it is a walk-around video, or if it's an interview with the finance manager on what things to bring when you come to the dealership to buy a vehicle. These are all on that list of video ideas for you, but if you're marking them down in your calendar, you're going to know that you're going to make sure that you're shooting that video when that finance manager is in his office, or when that service advisor is not off work for the day. So let's say that you're planning on posting that walk-around video of the new Hyundai Elantra on the 4th of the month. You would probably want to put in your calendar or your planner that you're going to shoot the video on the 21st and edit it on the 23rd. This will kind of give you an idea of what it looked like to plan the production portion of how you're going to run your videos. So if you're planning on doing any service videos where you're interviewing a service advisor or a service writer about how often to rotate your tires, get your oil changed, check your transmission fluid, any of those things that are maintenance items, you'll probably want to put a disclaimer at the end of those that always refers them back to their owner's manual so that they can stay within their warranty guidelines. Okay, so now we've talked about how to schedule them and to get all of the steps lined out to get your videos created so that you're not struggling at the end of the month with what to create. I'm going to teach you once again how to schedule these. It's really almost identical to scheduling just an image post or a text post. Just takes a little bit longer, and if you do it desktop, you have a little bit more freedom in there to title it and get some tags in there. So I'm going to show you that version of it, but if you want to just load them on your phone, it would be exactly the same way as you would post an image post. So this is making your guys' life easier, right? I mean, that's my job, is to make your life easier and to make your pages more engaging. So I'm just going to show you today how to upload a video and get it scheduled also, so that you'll be really proficient at this. It's just a couple of extra steps that you can do if you're doing it on desktop. So we're going to start the same way we would any other post. We're just going to come down and select photo or video. We'll come back in here and select upload photo or video. Go grab the video that you're wanting to post. Hit open. Then right here, you can see while it's loading right here, it'll tell you where it's at in the process. My Wi-Fi is a little slow today, so that may take a little bit. You're going to add the title of your video right here. So this one may be So that's the title, but then you're going to be able to put a description in here also. If you're wanting to tag a page, when you start typing it, wait till it pops up and then just click in the blue area and it will tag that page. And you can tag it if you want to help people find it. So if there was something in here that fit with some of the things that you have uploaded, then you could tag it. If you wanted to add a custom thumbnail, then you could do that right here and you could upload a custom thumbnail. As of right now, we're just going to stay in video details and we're going to say next. And you can see that it's still loading right here, so it'll be a little bit before this is at 100%. Now, even though it is still loading, we are going to go ahead and schedule this and not publish now. So we're going to click down here and go to schedule. And we're going to schedule that for Thursday, because that's what day I have on my list for videos. And I'm going to make this earlier in the morning. And then I would just come right over here and I would click schedule. Now, when this video is through uploading, as you can see up here in the gray right now that it's still like at 57%, then this will push into my scheduled posts and be there. And then on Thursday, it will post live, and then I will go and mark it off of my calendar because I had scheduled my video already. So that's how simple it is. And I will show you next how to do this on your phone. Hey, so this is the mobile version of how to upload and schedule a video. And on the mobile side, it's not a lot different than if you were uploading just an image. So we're going to go to your Facebook Pages Manager app again. Open that up. And then your selection for photo or video, make that selection now. Pick your video. Say done. Type in your description. Hit continue. And then just like if you were posting an image, when will this be published? You're going to hit that little gray arrow right there. You see that? Schedule for later. Pick the time at a later date when you're going to schedule this video. And then in the upper right hand corner, you're going to hit done. Now you'll hit schedule. And this is the schedule post when it's done processing will be in your list of scheduled posts that you have for the month. You're going to mark it off of your calendar just like normal, and you're going to move on to your next video, and you're going to batch your videos just like you did your other images. That's how easy this is. All right, I'm going to see if I can't find an Android phone and show you how to do this the same way. Hopefully I've shown you that today with video. Next, we're going to talk about Facebook Live. The big scary beast. So there's probably nothing scarier than going live streaming. I mean, everybody's right there. There's no do-overs. You can't edit anything out. It just is raw, right? But I'm going to tell you a really small history lesson that'll tell you why you want to do this. So in 2014, early 2014, there was an app that came out. It was the first live streaming app, and it was called Meerkat. So Meerkat was the first app that was created to go live. They were rolling it out a little bit before South by Southwest, but South by Southwest was a huge buzz at the time because Gary Vaynerchuk had put a lot of money behind Meerkat. He was super pumped about it, and he was hyping it all over South by Southwest. But before they fully rolled out and got to South by Southwest, Twitter pulled back the social graph, and this caused a huge problem. But it happened about the same time that another app was going live that was called Periscope. Periscope was getting ready to come to market. Before they came to market, Twitter bought them. Twitter acquired Periscope, and then whenever you decided to launch a live stream from that point on, all of your Twitter followers were notified that you were going live. You could probably look up on Wikipedia and see if Meerkat's even around anymore. It is not. Periscope is still around, and they were super strong, really fast. So Periscope came on really strong. Once they were tied to Twitter, it was just amazing. Everybody was launching Periscopes all the time. They called them scopes. Everybody was going live. Influencers, non-influencers, network marketers, everybody was going live stream with Periscope. It was so easy to use. Heck, I even did it. To say that Facebook was caught a little behind the fence on this one is probably an understatement. So that was about March and April of 2014. By fall of 2014, Facebook had created a live streaming platform, but it was only rolled out to celebrities and people with huge followings. It was just a really small group of people who were eligible to go on Facebook Live. And I believe the reason that they did this was they were testing their platform to make sure, if there are 2+ billion people all went live stream at the same time, would their foundation hold it? Would their platform be able to sustain all of that? And so I think they just determined where their weaknesses were, shored it up before they rolled it out, and then they started rolling it out little by little. You were eligible for it, like in January. You would get the little button on your app to let you know that you could go live, and they would just roll it out bit by bit. It didn't take long before Meerkat didn't exist, and probably most of you have never heard of Periscope. Periscope is still out there, but it is nowhere near the player it was for that 6 months of glory that they had. So with that said, you can see that on the scale of how far things push out and why they get pushed out really depends on who owns the platform and what their long-term agenda is. So right now, Facebook Live is still super strong. And in the automotive industry, like I said before, it's very, very untapped territory. So you can really rule the market if you will start scheduling those Facebook Lives along with your videos. So maybe you do a video this week, a live this week, a video this week, and a live this week. But you get those scheduled and you know what you're going to be going live about. Please, for the love of everything automotive, do not just go live and wing it because you think it's on your schedule and you need to do it. Facebook Live really needs to be structured, and you need to know what you're going to be talking about while you're on there. That is just respecting the time of the people who take the time to tune in with you. So that pretty much wraps up video and Facebook Live, why you should do it, how you should schedule it. And we're going to be Facebook Live on Monday at noon Central. And I really want you guys to bring your A game. I want to have seen your live videos somewhere. Just try one out. Don't be afraid. Just try one out and let's see what that looks like. Now, next week is going to be fun because next week we're talking about Facebook contests.